Can I just say now, if the twist at the end of the expansion is that the entirety of Cantha is on the back of a dragon, I win, okay? Remember this moment where I just guessed it as a joke and it's gonna be the entire expansion twist. Please and thank you. We had a new trailer for a new Guild Wars 2 expansion, which I know is called End of Dragons. That's all I know. I haven't seen the trailer, and I'm hoping this is everything that people want it to be. Fingers crossed. The trailer is here, and I am ready. I'm going in completely blind. I'm hoping that it explains the title, because I'm here like, End of Dragons? What do you mean? Better not be hurting Aurene in any way, otherwise I'm coming for you. Whoa.
This land, it's a monument to mortal resilience.
Is this Cantha then?
New lives upon the very thing that sought to end theirs.
Portals are little flames, brilliant, hot, then gone. Those who face eternity easily forget what a lifetime means, what an ending means.
You know it doesn't have to be this way.
No, Kunavang, it does. They need
There's a dragon? Wait, which dragon is that? Hang on. That all went so fast. What? Okay. Oh my gosh, the logo. Whoa, wait. Oh my gosh. Wait, what the heck happened? Okay, so I think we were zooming through what I assume is Cantha. The colors was so pretty as well. Like, it is their usual style of like the kind of half concept art style, but it was a bit more animated as well. The colors are so beautiful. And then that logo. Is that a sea dragon? As somebody who hasn't played Guild Wars 1, often when these trailers come out, and especially in the case of Cantha, I'm like, what the hell? I don't know anything about this. Probably the Guild Wars 1 players have some more ideas on this, but the dragon has a name. It said something, Kuna something? Kunavang? I'm gonna need to watch that again. It all happens so fast. Oh, it's so pretty.
Portals are little flames, brilliant, hot, then gone.
It's just so not what I was expecting, because I thought it was just going to be like, you know, some Cantha inspired architecture and stuff, and then maybe some characters from Cantha who I didn't know about, but there's dragons talking about mortality. What is going on? So the cycle is reborn. Now, I don't know too much about like the origin of the world of Guild Wars and how Tyria came to be, but I know it's something to do with the dragons, and the dragons are tied to magic, and they're both intrinsically tied to each other, so there can't be magic without dragons, and the dragons kind of regulate the magic as well. Is that Kunavang? Or is that dragon talking to Kunavang? I don't know. I know there were, what are they called? Salt scale dragons? Salt spray dragons in Guild Wars 1? They had some kind of a significance. And then there's this whole thing about there maybe being like a deep sea dragon, and the deep sea dragon being the most powerful dragon or something, maybe where all the other dragons came from. Because obviously the trailer is two dragons talking to each other, and we don't know who the other dragon is. To start with, I was like, is that Aurene? But that's definitely not Aurene's voice, because it's a very low voice. So that was Kunavang, and something else. Something else was talking back as well. But this is one of those trailers. Guild Wars is very good at doing this, putting out a trailer where you're not quite sure what's going on, and everybody comes up with their own theories. But yes, the end of dragons. Now, we haven't got to the end of the Icebrood saga yet, so we don't know how that's going to conclude, how that's going to end, what sacrifices we're going to have to make. But this trailer to me kind of suggests that there's going to be some sacrifice having to be made by the dragons for the sake of humans. And maybe that is what's happening. Like, everything is going to get out of balance because we've killed too many of the dragons, and then we're gonna have to reset the cycle somehow and like rebuild the very way that magic works in Tyria? I'm just spitballing here. Like, I have no idea what's actually gonna happen. This line got me. It's back here. When she says,
they built new lives upon the very thing that sought to end theirs.
They built new lives upon the very thing that sought to end theirs. Now, I don't know anything about Cantha, But on my first watch through, I was just thinking, is Cantha built on the back of a dragon? Like, is that canon? Like, I don't know anything about Cantha, so it could be true. Here's my random theory. All right, the entirety of Cantha is built on the back of a dragon like a turtle, and it's gonna rise up and eat people. There you go. There is the theory. Cantha's an island, yeah.
Have to be this
The whole of Cantha is a dragon. Who supports this theory? If I'm right, it's gonna be so ridiculous because I've never played Guild Wars 1. I have no clue about Cantha. I only know about the Guild Wars 2 storylines, so there you go. Oh, I love this shot. It's so beautiful. And all the like flying effects they have as well. I kind of want to look up Kunavang and see what it says on the wikis about Kunavang. Kunavang was trapped under the Harvest Temple by Shiro Tagachi's death, eventually becoming corrupted by his influence. In the unwaking waters, the Kurziks and the Luxons must unite to defeat her so that they can use her powers against Shiro. Apparently she used to be a good dragon, I think, and then became corrupted, and then you as the hero, you fought her and like released her from the corruption, is what I'm gathering. It's like a picture of 2 dragons here though. There were 2 salt spray dragons. Now I'm just theory crafting over here. Winged dragons of the Jade Sea. Albax is the one that's in the picture with Kunavang as the 2 salt spray dragons. According to Albax's dialogue during a quest, all but a few salt spray dragons were corrupted by the Jade Wind, leaving only Kunavang and Albax. Who's Albax? Is a legendary salt spray dragon of good fortune. He is the last remaining uncorrupted salt spray dragon in the Jade Sea. If Kunavang is like working with us, could that second dragon voice we're hearing be Albax? Could it be Albax? You never see Albax in Guild Wars 1, so we'll see. Is Albax a female or a male though? Because the voice we're hearing here is very clearly female. If Albax is a male, that kind of ends that theory, but I'm wondering if it's like a conversation between those two.
Face eternity.
I keep going through this text and being like, oh, what can we gather from this? Because it is one of the tragic things about immortality that, yes, you live forever, but it's not necessarily a good thing. Humans live for a short time, but when they're alive, they blaze so brightly. They're heat burning strong. You know, they have such life and such motivation to them because they know that an ending is coming and they know that they'll eventually die, which is why they live so fully. So that is one thing they keep going over in the trailer. Like, for dragons, that's never been a thing. There's never been an end. So to me, it sounds like she's contemplating that maybe there should be an end to the dragons as well. Maybe the dragons shouldn't go on forever. But I feel like Aurene has a big part to play in this. If there's a new cycle of dragons, and magic interior, I feel like Aurene's got to be at the center of it, right? Like, surely she's got to take over as Mama Dragon and like reset the entire world. Like, that's got to be Aurene's role in all of this. So maybe it's time for the old dragons that are currently in Tyria to, you know, ascend to wherever they need to go. Or maybe we have to find a way to put them back to sleep again. I don't know what the ultimate solution is, but I think it's just gonna be one of those things that we won't really know the context until Icebrood Saga is finished. I feel like the balance of magic interior is so disrupted, right? Because of everything that we've done. Like, unknowingly, we were saving the world, but in the process of that, we had to kill some of the dragons. We had to damage the world in various ways. So maybe this is like the hard reset. Like, Aurene has to become, I don't know, God Dragon and like take over managing everything. Dragon management, very important line of business. And also, can I just say, the logo, can we just appreciate the logo? It's so pretty. So obviously Guild Wars always has the dragon. That's their thing. There's always a dragon in the logo somewhere, but they have a different color for each expansion. We had, you know, Heart of Thorns was green, Path of Fire was pink, and now we got this beautiful blue. Oh, can you imagine the launcher, guys? I'm so ready for like a beautiful teal launcher with like splashes all over it. I'm ready for that. Here's me just throwing around theories. Either that's just a, you know, salt sprayed dragon. Either that's Kuna what's her face, and that's her reflection in the water. Or it could be the 2 salt spray dragons. If Albax is a thing, which I don't know if Ulvax is a thing. I don't know enough about the lore to know whether it is possible that Ulvax is a thing. Who knows? Or I guess the whole logo as well is really clever because it represents rebirth. So it's kind of like yin and yang. So, you know, darkness and light, you know, are intrinsically connected to each other and you can't have one without the other. And then it also represents rebirth. So things dying, but from death comes new life. So that really goes with the whole, this cycle is reborn thing that we've got going on. So it's very clever and it's very cryptic, as always for ArenaNet, so I don't know what to expect. I love just seeing the little sneak peeks because they don't give too much away, but it just sets everybody off theory crafting and tinfoil hats go on and everyone's like, I think this and I think this, and it just builds so much hype for the expansion as well. But yeah, in regards to new stuff as well, Tengu? We're gonna see Tengu in this region for sure, aren't we? Because there are Tengu in Cantha? But the question that's always been on everybody's minds is, are we going to see Tengu playable characters? Are they going to add a new race? I don't know if they will, because they haven't done it for a long time, but then that's probably more reason for them to do it if they haven't done it for a long time. But I can't really imagine bird people running around in Guild Wars 2 armor. Can you? It's just, Fashion Wars is so extreme and the armor sets are so massive and glowy and shiny. Like, can you imagine a Birdman in some of the sets that we have in Guild Wars 2? I don't know. I'd love to see it. I still say to my dying day, give me Quaggons as a playable race. I will rest happy in my grave the day that Quaggons become a playable race. Come on, ArenaNet, get on it.